what is up, my tricksters? It's your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero back again for another Master Duel Monday. This is where I'm going to do my little, for those of you who might be new here, this is like my Master Duel series because I still plan on using Edo Pro because, you know, we don't have a TCG viability here just yet. And it's I need my morning coffee. Anyway. So, this video is going to be a little different from my normal ones. We're going to be talking about a deck that I'm going to try to pilot in some future episodes because I believe as of this recording for this Master Duel Monday, February starts on Tuesday, so they're going to reset everybody's rank and everything, so everybody will be back down to normal. So I figured for Master Duel Monday, I would just show you guys the deck profile, and then we're gonna on the following Master Duel Monday, we will see how far we got from this point to that point, if that makes any sense. So, but before we get into that, I want to remind you guys what you can do to support this channel because I need all the help I can get. If we're being honest. So, the first thing that you can do is you can go to your playmat link in the description below. If you click the link or if you use the code BEN10YP, the code's right next to the link, by the way, in the description. So, if you need to copy and paste it that way, you can do that. Your playmat has custom mats and sleeves. You can just, I got my logo on mine, but you can get anything you want on yours. And then, of course, if you check out my spring store, you can get all sorts of cool stuff. I got tons of Yu-Gi-Oh! /channel references, you know, on my spring store. That's why we have on my merch store, we got like Frank the Robot Head, and we have like the Jurassic Park like dinosaur references, like with the Dino deck. Yeah, there's tons of really cool stuff there. And if there's some kind of like reference you want me to make with like Yu-Gi-Oh, put that in there below. I mean, I'm always looking for really cool new merch ideas, and let's face it, you guys probably have some of the best ideas. I mean, calling you guys my tricksters was actually a subscriber's idea. So, you know, I might as well use the resources I got. So, if you could comment that down below, that'd be great. Give me some really cool merch ideas. With that being said, let's shrink me down here, and we're gonna talk some Goukis. Assuming I can get my thing to work to cooperate with me here. There we go. All right, cool. So we have the Goukis. This is going to be like how do I say it? This is the next deck I'm thinking about piloting for here because like we did dinosaurs. I got my dinosaur deck, you know, that's my primary. But, you know, for Master Duel Monday, like, you know, we gotta mix it up a little bit. We gotta try different things. Obviously, actually, you know what? While I have you guys here, I think one of the things that's definitely gonna end up in here is I'm gonna put in that as opposed to this. Anyway, sorry. Well, I mean, I just got it. I might as well use it, right? Anyway, basically the idea is we're going to start with this. We're going to play this like very, it's not a very optimal Gouki deck, to be brutally honest, because this Gouki deck doesn't have a lot of Gouki rematch because I ran out of like UR gems to use, or UR points, or whatever the Konami has called those things. I just think of them as points. But anyway, so I can't generate the rematch, and I don't have enough gems right now to go buy packs. I mean, that might happen over the course of, like I said, like, because Tuesday is when, you know, tomorrow, as of you guys seeing this video, will be when Konami resets everything. So is what I've been told. So the idea here is that, like, you know, we'll start down at the bottom and have to work our way back up to platinum. So to do that, the best thing is, like, you know, this deck will probably get better. So the idea here is for this Monday, this is the plan to show you what we're going to go in with for the next month, and then after that, we will progress this one until maybe we can get to platinum, or until things reset. Just to see. That's the plan. I'm also thinking that while I have you guys here, that I may not do Master Duel Monday every Monday. Just kind of depends. Um, the whole thing, everything like every after a month or whatever resetting, that seems like a really good idea to get players to play other decks than their primary. Because once you hit platinum, it's kind of like, oh, well, I'm here. And then, of course, then do you really want to risk losing and lower your rank again? For some players. And I'm very casual about it, to be really honest. This is more of a competitive thing. I mean, I haven't even gotten to play with any friends yet, although Team NDL, if you're watching this one, you and I are going to work on something for this at some point. Spoilers. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the deck profile. That's why you guys are really here anyway for this. First of all, we got our hand traps. I got one Droll, I got the double Maxi, and I got one Ash Blossom, and I've got Parry Knights, excuse me. These are the hand traps I have available for this deck. I just, you know what I mean, like some of the stuff I got, I did everything I could, and the other ones I generated, like Maxi, and frankly, this card is just a blessing. It's either Maxi or Nibiru. I'm going for Maxi because this format lets me have Maxi, and I like older school cards, to be really honest. So there's that, and then of course, some of the pseudo hand traps that are actually in the Gouki theme are like Octo Stretch, which because you can reduce damage. Now the thing with this Gouki deck is it's going to be more of an OTK style thing. We are going to make our Gouki Giant Ogre as big as he possibly can get, and then we're just going to punch over everything. That's the goal. So, and what I did is I went into the solo mode and did some testing just to kind of see if it would work. And it does kind of work. It's not fantastic because, like I said, I don't have everything. But Goukis are actually, like, if I had actually wanted to build Goukis in the first place, I would have it all already. It's just because I went in for dinosaurs first. There it is. And of course, I've got a few other cards that are in there, but I like, because the variety of cards that are in my pool here, eventually, I'm gonna build all sorts of things. So for now, we're going for Gouki. And any advice for any new Master Duel players? I would suggest getting staples first. Above anything else, I wish I had gotten more staples. So even if I was building janky versions of these decks, at least they'd be well supported. But yeah, anyway, so the point of all this is basically you got things like Guts here, or that can, like, in defense mode, can't die in battle. Definitely going to be helpful for the earlier parts of climbing the rank ladder, because in the earlier parts of the rank ladder, some of these like old school effects actually apply more. So the whole while I'm in defense position can't die in battle, that's going to apply here. The big heavy players in this deck are going to be Headbat and of course Suprex, because these guys get 2 Goukis on the field, which means we're not losing any advantage making our link plays. And that's the appeal of Goukis, right? It's just, oh look, I give up 2 cards, I gain 2 cards, and so you're always getting a +1 off of any link monster you make with a Gouki. That's the advantage here. And of course we have to have a variety, so you got your Octo Stretches and all that stuff, and your Twist Cobra. And the Twist Cobra and the Headbat are also going to help you achieve your OTK status. Because basically the idea is just to get this guy as big as you possibly can. And then, of course, we got the one Gouki finishing move. You really only need one copy of this card because it is the finishing move. And the reason why we're using this one is because, like, this guy I don't think he can be affected even by our own stuff. So it really is just to be used with the Giant Ogre. So we use the finishing move with the Giant Ogre so we can just kind of pop it. And the cool thing also, the Giant Ogre can give himself 1,000 points if his attack is different from his original, whether it's higher or lower, so that comes in handy a lot. And he's unaffected by monsters' effects whose attack is lower than his own. So if we get this guy as big as we possibly can get him, it doesn't really matter what the opponent has. And it's really funny when you make this guy against something like a Dragoon and they try to pop it. It's kind of funny. Just saying. I get a mild amusement out of it. Anyway. Also, he can't be destroyed in battle, period. and that's pretty cool. And then of course anything that targets him, you know, like Sky Striker stuff, we could just go, yeah, I don't care. And then of course, the other strategy is to use the power load ogre, and this guy's more of the backup strategy, because basically what you want to do with him, because he's unaffected, right? But to get him really big, you have to throw another Gouki in one of his link arrows or something like that. So that's where you have to get multiple big Gouki link monsters. So the optimal thing is to get 2 of him out there, but that's not really practical with the deck that we have. Because I don't think we have the. I tried to find the code breaker stuff. I couldn't find it earlier. That doesn't mean it's not there. I could have just spelled it wrong because, you know, dyslexic. But I couldn't find it, so I'm assuming that engine isn't in here. And then I'm sure Isolde is probably a higher rarity card if it's legal. So I'm not going to bother with that one right now because I don't have the stuff to generate it right now. So we're just going to use what we got. Then, of course, we got our staples. You got your Gekis, your Monster Reborn, your Rotas, all that good stuff, 1-for-1. These are to help us get to our cards to make the stuff. Then we got your Gouki face turn. This is just to turn our weak sauce Goukis. Like, I remember when I actually initially got out the Giant Ogre, I summoned a Headbat to boost him even further, because we got the whole move basically is, you know, you take Suprex plus some random Gouki, whatever it is. You go get the rematch in the Headbat. You get Headbat to get rid of another random Gouki out of your hand. And then rematch, of course, will also get you to the 2 dead Goukis, which those are the materials to make the Giant Ogre. Then you're increasing the bat, and then I remember one game I actually had Gouki face turn, so I traded the bat for a Twist Cobra. Made the dude massive. I did like 10,000 points of damage. It was fucking insane. So there's definitely some stuff here. We got the Dark Ruler no more. This is just kind of so we can actually break the board for decks like that, because there are going to be decks that we just can't outmuscle. So using this, we can at least negate their effects and maybe use something like Geki or Lightning Storm to get rid of those cards. Then you got your Droplet, or your Forbidden Chalice. I don't have droplets. Chalice is just, you know, obviously a cheaper card than Droplet, so Chalice also is a part of our negation. Twin Twisters and Cyclone, because we have to get rid of back row. So basically our front row hate is Geki and Dark Ruler. Our back row hate is Twin Twisters and Cosmo, and then Lightning Storm kind of plays the field for both. Parry Knight is just another kind of way to like set up a chump block, because I needed one more card in here, so I figured a chump block was the best thing I could go for. So we take damage. We summon the Parry Knight, and then we summon another one of our Goukis, and our opponent probably has to get rid of that one. So if that Gouki happens to be Guts, we might survive, because, like, you know, unless they have piercing damage, you know, then we might survive the battle phase. Yeah. Then of course you'll get searches for every time the Goukis go to the graveyard for any reason, from the field to the grave. Any reason, you get another Gouki card. So there's that. And then we got our extra deck, which is going to look a little weird. Intis here is for the Dogmatica matchup. I've been seeing a lot of, like, invoked Dogmatica. So that deck seems to be pretty popular on here. So Intis here is to, like, when they force us to send stuff, we can, like, force out negation or pop. Jet Ogre is actually a very good primary target for the Giant Ogre, especially if you're going second, because the Jet Ogre gives him another 500 points. Then you got the Nightmare Phoenix, of course, back row hate. We got the one if we're going for first, I'm going to make instead of the Jet Ogre, because the Jet Ogre's 500 bonus is temporary. So I'm going to go with Heal Ogre if I'm going first. Then we got the Flame Swordsman here, just because he looks cool. He also gives all warriors a 500 attack bonus. So if we have the ability, you know, and it's permanent as long as he's here. So there's that. And then, of course, I think if he gets destroyed by battle, he can replace himself. So Track Black. I don't think we have anything that can attack multiple times. But, you know, drawing one card can't hurt if we're put in that situation. And then we got Thunder Ogre. This is another monster we can use to try to get to, like, Power Load or Giant Ogre. I believe Thunder Ogre is kind of the one that says, oh, well, if you've got a spot open, you can just summon another one. So there's that. And then you got our Triple Burst Dragon. You can use this to attack, so you can negate stuff in the battle phase. Then we got our Gouki, the Solid Ogre. This guy's kind of a pseudo power load without being a power load. So this guy can't be destroyed by battle or destroyed by card effects, which isn't quite as good as power load being unaffected. But the idea was like, well, worst case scenario, he can actually be boosted by the other stuff. So there's no Gekis, no lightning storms, no dark holes, or anything like that. It's going to get rid of the Solid Ogre. So I like that. You know, so it's not great. And then of course we got the Gouki Destroy Ogre. It's just this honestly is just filler. I don't even know what it really does. It's not a Gouki I'm really all that interested in. It's just, like I said, it was just it's a filler monster. Boral Sword Dragon, excuse me. I call it Boral Dragon. Anyway, Boral Sword Dragon's another OTK enabler. Because let's face it, if you're playing Goukis, you're just trying to smash face. That's the goal. And then, of course, like I said, the main one, we got the Giant Ogre and the Power Load Ogre, because these guys are the actual kings of this deck. You need those two monsters to actually do anything, and everything just kind of is designed to lead up to that. So, we're going to see, this is the next deck that we'll be piloting for Master Duel Monday, once everything gets reset, and we're going to see how far this can take us. And I imagine that the next version you see of this deck is going to look very different. So we're going to see how far we can get with it, and whatever gems we get off of wins, we're going to use to boost this bad boy. So, and see how far we can get. Anyway, guys, that was this week's Master Duel Monday. Let me know what cards you're hoping to see in the next iteration of this deck in the comments below. And guys, I will see you in the next one. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to the 10,000 mark. I know it's a lofty goal, so we'll see how far I can get. Anyway, guys, peace.